A year ago, my friend joked that this turret should be its own game. I laughed. A year later, I'm actually making it. Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I'm a beginner game developer. I'm a 3D artist. I started learning 3D in Blender about 4 years ago. A year ago, I took part in a non-commercial project where I modeled a turret based on a concept. When I showed it to a friend, he joked that it should be a game about a turret. That's when I realized I'd gone a bit overboard with the detailing. I laughed it off and didn't really think much of it at the time. And then a year later, that project never got finished. The amazing art director who started it just doesn't have the time right now. I remembered the turret, remembered my friend's joke, and thought, why not actually make a game about this turret? The model would finally get finished, and I'd get to practice the full game development pipeline. So, let's go. While thinking about what kind of game to make, I landed on the idea of a tower defense, but from the perspective of the turret operator. I also considered something more like Void Train. The player moves through locations on some kind of vehicle, gathers resources, and gradually builds and upgrades their turret while fighting off enemies along the way. But I've put that idea on hold for now because I feel my skills aren't quite there yet for a project that big. Since both the original project and the turret are in a steampunk style, I want to use something like The Order, 1886 as a visual reference. It really fits the vibe. While I was thinking through the core mechanics and discussing everything with my co-author, Gemini, he immediately gave me a reality check. He told me I was thinking like a 3D artist and needed to let that go, look at the project more broadly, and jump straight into Unreal to build a prototype and test the idea. I tried to delay that moment as much as possible because I'm basically a total beginner in Unreal. But it's going to be an interesting adventure. I've already figured that out. I've been learning Unreal for about a week now in my free time. The first steps have been taken. Let me show you the turret model and some related assets in more detail. This is a prototype, assembled from the concept in plasticity. Take a look. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. And here's the turret shield with added ornamentation. The ornament was built from a ready-made asset and then slightly refined in ZBrush. I've also finished a block out of the bridge with correct proportions to properly set up the landscape. That's it for now. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning.